Today we are going to talk about AzamiBase, or Azami, I believe that is pronounced. From what I've gathered, I see they make adult VR chat content that they post on Twitter and Fansly. At the time of recording this, it's been a little under 24 hours since my VRChat Deviance video came out talking about age regression and safe spaces within VRChat. It all started when I got a DM from Azami essentially telling me that the avatar that appears in the thumbnail is a ripped avatar and that I should tell the person that was using it that they should not use it and to also change my thumbnail. My response to this was that I don't care. The reason I don't care is because I'm allowed to do that, and for me to change the thumbnail of my video, I would only be doing that as a courtesy to them, which I do not owe anybody. They mentioned in there that they have DCMA'd people for using their avatar in the past, so it was sort of like a passive aggressive threat that they would be submitting a DCMA strike against me or a copyright strike if I were to not change the thumbnail. Azami got upset that their intimidation tactics didn't work on me and went ahead and took a screenshot of that conversation and posted it to their Twitter to weaponize their followers, and sure enough, the video itself has a bunch of comments talking about the avatar and people saying hateful things to me. What I wanted to do here was just talk about Azami and then also lay down the facts here. So the truth is, in the VRChat TOS, it specifically says that essentially when you upload or share something on VRChat, you are agreeing that you give consent for it to be republished, broadcasted, recorded, streamed, all of that stuff. It's right in the TOS. If you don't like it, you probably shouldn't play the game. So that covers everything on my end, but now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Azami's profile, because since you wanted to weaponize your followers against me, we're going to go ahead and just take a little look at your socials and just kind of review what you're about and talk about some things and give my opinions. This is where we get into the Deviance side of things. So for those who don't know, the VRChat Deviance series on my channel is about taking a look at things that are considered socially acceptable behaviors within the VRChat community where they would not be otherwise normal behaviors, especially not in the real world. So in the past, we have talked about the inappropriate looking avatars in this 13 plus game, but what about the inappropriate avatars that look like they might not even be 13? Well, it turns out that is Azami's specialty. Their entire Twitter feed is just pictures of this particular avatar, and I'm going to try and say this in a way that's advertiser friendly, so you'll have to kind of read between the lines here. We know that these images are like a step away from being illegal. Like if this was a real person that fit this character's proportions, it would probably not be somebody of age. If you are somebody who enjoys like 3D or drawn type of content for your own personal consumption, we'll say, I'm not really going to fault you all that much. Like, I think it's a little out there, but I can understand it at the same time in some instances. But if you are somebody that obsesses over this particular thing, and this is your primary go-to type of, content, we'll say, I think that there is reasonable concern there. And we'll take it a step further, and I will say it's even more concerning if you're somebody who creates or distributes this content, or if you're on the flip side of that and you are somebody who interacts with these people and sort of idolizes those kind of people and treats them like that's their real character, and you just kind of have like this openly suggestive admiration for this person. Based off of what I'm seeing here on this Twitter account, that is who Azami is, and that is who their followers are. It is not okay. You are a deviant. And having the pleasure to interact with this community just really showed me how far they are gone. I want you to take a moment and just kind of think about things from this perspective. We have this argument about a thumbnail in my video, which I'm allowed to do, and these people are so far gone that instead of realizing that the thing they are defending is borderline illegal, they proudly boast their support for it. Azami proudly boasts ownership of this material. Do you realize how out there that is? It amazes me that someone could have so little shame that they don't even recognize how abnormal it is to display your weird deviant interest publicly, to the point where they don't even see like a problem with it. I know there's the counter argument where no, they're not young, they're just tiny, we just like petite women. Like, come on, there's a reason that you're a social reject, and there's a reason that you don't share these thoughts as openly with the people in your real life. And there's also a correlation there between how degenerate and emotional these people are about a thumbnail on my video and not being able to understand that I can do whatever I want and I don't owe them anything. They're allowed to be upset with me for not caring about their feelings, much like I'm allowed to say that what they're doing is fucking disgusting. These people are really stupid, and I think a lot of people that play VRChat are pretty aware of these behaviors. It amazes me how people can be so blatantly repulsive, and it seems like these people are an overwhelming majority of the VRChat community. So when I make these videos, it does feel like I am going against popular opinion quite a bit, and I'm sure that there will be plenty of people that disagree with what I'm saying because it applies to them. VRChat is a social game, and through those interactions, you will naturally just build relationships with people. There's really nothing wrong with that. It makes perfect sense. The problem problem is that a lot of people on VRChat are social rejects and they need genuine help. Instead of getting that, they find like-minded individuals that have the very same self-destructive behaviors that they have. And that applies to everything far beyond just this topic. To Azami and people like Azami, along with all the people who follow that type of content, please go outside. And that's coming from me. I'm going to leave it there for now. Make sure you sub, hit the like button, all that good stuff, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.
Herblot, if you're watching this, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. We're gonna have a fun time with Herblot. And thank you. Please like, subscribe, and I guess see you in the next video.